What do I care about? I care about people giving enough of a shit to test themselves, to question themselves. I care about people being able to not be that fucking stupid. And I say that understanding that's a mean term, that's an insulting term. Why do you need to insult the person? That's a fair point. But the source of the passion behind it, the rage behind it, the emotional charge behind it is that a lot of the shitty stuff in the world doesn't have to be there. There's a lot of shitty stuff that does, unfortunately. We don't know why. We can all have our guesses and reasons. There's a lot of shit we can't really do much about. Cancer, right? Illness, things like that. We can't do anything about that. But there's a lot of bad shit that we can. And all we need to do, I'm not saying it's easy, but all we need to do, and it's simple, it's not easy, is just care enough to put forth the effort to question your fucking thoughts, to really question who you are and what you really know about yourself. If you're willing to do that, if everybody's willing to do that, the realizations you'll come to, the ability to see, even though you were so sure you were right and the thing you believed in was just and moral and noble and all those things, maybe, maybe there's a chance it wasn't. And the ability to catch that, even if it's 10% of the time, right? Even if 10% of the things that happens that are shitty in this world, because people don't do that. If we could eliminate 10% of them, that'd be pretty good as a start, at least, right? It's better than nothing. Even if that was where it ended, it's still 10% better. Because the things that come from this way of thinking, the bad way of thinking, the non, what I would call big L logical way of thinking, the things that come from that, not always, it's not that every single person has it, but the things that do come from that are usually the worst ones. They're the Hitlers of the world, right? They're that true hatred and evil, KKK, racist in that vein. That's what we're talking about when we talk about when when it goes to an extreme, when you feel like you know for sure you're right. So that's it. If everybody, because that's the problem, people don't know that it's them. You don't know it's you that's doing that. You could probably see it in some other people, particularly if they're on the other side, right? The other team. But you don't know if it's you. And it's super hard for people to get you to realize that it's you if you don't want to. So you have to want to. Why do you have to want to? Because it might be you and you could stop it. So that's what I care about. That's what gets me excited about it. Trying to get people, if you could get literally just the physical, the numbers of it, if you could get people to start thinking that way, the world is a better place. The math is clear and simple. Every person you influence to think better in that way, you've now made the world a better place. And I guess for me, that's a goal. That's something that I want to do. Maybe that's narcissistic in some way. I could acknowledge that. Maybe I want to be a savior. I want to be so special and unique. It might be true, but that goes back to what I said about winning. That's an amazing drive. If that is it and it's directed in the right spot, I hope it's true and I hope I do it because I want the world to be a better place. So if that helps me in some way, like, okay, I think that's net positive still, but that's what matters to me.